Ghazi, Shaz and
Ija.
Ija for short, they say, and they're co-founders of Bliv Online. What do they do? They're involved in bamboo. While a little bit about bamboo, while some studies have questioned the extent to which bamboo clothing is UV resistant, a recent study by Deakin University found bamboo fabric is 60% better than cotton at protecting the wearer from the sun's harmful UV rays. So, and I think people do sort of know about bamboo, but I don't know how mainstream has become. And we'll talk a little bit more about that. But so these are two sisters, and you guys are both not designers by background. So how did you guys get into this this part of this business?
Okay, well, first of all, it actually started from our father.
Mm-hmm.
He discovered bamboo fabric in Australia, and he bumped into it in 2008. And then at that time, nobody was doing it in Malaysia yet. Hence, he actually registered the company in 2009. And then we kind of took over early 2012 and basically running it as our baby right now.
Okay, so it was something that he did, knowing that he'll be passing out to somebody else to do the work.
Yeah.
He basically liked the idea and then just put the rest of the idea.
Okay,
like
and you guys were convinced about it too, obviously.
Yep.
All right.
We were convinced.
Okay. Right. Why the name Bliv Online?
Well, when it was first started, it was bamboo living, because it was started with home range and things like that. So when we took over and diversified into clothing, bamboo living was not hot for a clothing brand. So hence we actually rebranded to Bliv.
Right. So it's bamboo living online.
Yes.
Online. So Bliv Online. So and what items do you have at the moment apart from household items now, I guess?
Well, the main three categories are clothing, home, and gifts. Clothing mainly includes t-shirts, basic wear, undergarments, and also a premium batik range. For the home include towels, home decorative items, and such. Also the gifts for personalization for our clients.
Right. So they can use it as corporate gifts.
Yep,
and
corporate gifts.
what kind of gifts do you have under that?
Usually we have orders for like baby shower gifts or hampers,
Custom
corporate
clothing
gifts.
as well.
Yeah.
Custom t-shirts.
Okay. So if you talk about these three ranges of clothing, home, and gifts, what's most popular?
Clothing mainly.
Still,
Yeah, still, because I think the fact that the bamboo fabric is super soft on clothing, it feels more obvious. So yeah, it makes a difference.
Okay, so and within the clothing, you were telling me earlier that the t-shirts.
Yeah, because the fact that we have like a couple of range of designs, hence a lot of people prefer that. Yeah.
How often do you change these the designs for t-shirts?
Almost once every quarter.
Yeah. And also within the clothing, I noticed that your clothes are fairly straightforward, not too many prints and all that, because it's easier to move and all that.
Because our focus is more on the basic wear, hence the basic styles and clothing line. But in terms of the prints, we save it or focus more on the batik range.
The batik range. So the batik ones, who do you work with?
We collaborate with Nick Intan from Alana Ilham Creations. She designs our batik range and then on bamboo fabric, woven fabric.
And each piece,
They are hand painted, every piece, and custom made.
Okay, so that's why it's a little bit more pricier.
Yeah, a bit premium.
Okay, so with your clothing, is it most of your things are sold online?
Yeah, most of it is sold online. Other than that, it's via eBay in Berjaya Times Square, or via events and exhibitions that we participate in.
And we also have our showroom in Plaza Montiara.
Okay.
Yeah, where people can view and touch the product first, to get familiarized with the products.
What kind of bazaars do you take part in? When's the next one you're taking part in?
The first one, the upcoming one, is actually Sick and Heat Market in Mangsa Shopping Centre. And then the next one will be SME Expo in Mid Valley. That's promoting entrepreneurs.
Right.
And the next big one is iGEM, International Green Expo Malaysia, which is in KLCC.
Okay, so these are the kind of things that you participate in, and you find, and the idea behind that is end users, but also wholesalers.
Yes, because we can reach more on on ground, and we can explain to for those who are unfamiliar with the fabric, we can explain in detail, let them feel the product first, and then it's more of awareness as well. Yeah.
Where do you get your material from?
We mainly import the fabric from China, of course, but we manufacture the finished items locally.
Right.
Collaborating with single mothers associations, other small entrepreneurs, local t-shirt factories and such.
Okay, so you get queries from other countries as well, right?
Yes.
And I guess even within Malaysia and other countries, how, what's the benefit of working with you? Why can't they, go directly to China and get the supplies?
Well, first of all, I would say the language barrier, first of all, because we mainly have the fabric, we import the fabric. So fabric is not so much of, a lot of communication details.
Yeah.
Hence, it's more direct in terms of that. And whenever outsiders or foreigners come by from us, it's actually easier to communicate. Because obviously we speak English, and they can understand better. And also the minimum order is not so high. Because if let's say you import from China, the minimum order quantity ranges from like 1,000 and above up to even 100,000 pieces. So that's quite impossible for certain local, I would say, smaller entrepreneurs.
Right.
Yeah. Hence, we try to make it available for wider market.
Okay, so at least it helps. So you are really the wholesaler. I mean, it helps ease their burden. They don't have
Correct.
to order as much as well.
Yes.
So what's so different about the bamboo, though? I know you're a bamboo connoisseur.
I hope so. I hope I know my facts. The difference bamboo fabric is that it's much more softer. It's extremely comfortable. It's breathable. Hence, it's more cooling as well. It's easy to care for. It's also antibacterial. So all that compiled is
It's antibacterial.
yes.
Is that
It's from a natural bamboo kun. I don't know how to pronounce
okay?
it.
So
K-U-N, yeah.
so it's naturally, it's not processed to be
No.
antibacterial. And what's if you think about it, what's to stop Malaysia from growing our own bamboo trees? Is it a type of bamboo?
Yeah, it's for the bamboo fabric. They use a different type of species that it's called moso bamboo that only grows in cooler climate countries, mainly China, Japan, or Korea. So we have yet to have that kind of species over in Malaysia.
Okay, but that said, we haven't really done our research. You were saying
Correct.
that we have about 70.
Yeah, we have about 70 species in Malaysia itself, and no one has actually taken up the project or a research
To find out.
whether
Okay.
about that 70 can we actually do can we turn it into bamboo fabric.
Right, but the ones that I guess from China, it's a bigger bamboo plant. There's a lot of fiber in, and I don't know if the ones in Malaysia are that big.
They are bigger ones,
They
but
are.
more of for architectural and furnitures and handicrafts. Yeah.
Okay, but no one's done
Yes.
the research. Okay, so all right, well, we'll talk a little bit more about your business in just a moment. Shazila Ghazi and Shahiza Ghazi from Bliv Online is open for business. BFM 89.9.
Yes, we hope to get more people interested. However, currently, there's actually more inquiries from outside.
Okay,
Yeah.
and in terms of the pricing, it is still more expensive compared to cotton.
Yes, it's about 15 to 20% higher.
Do you
than
think it'll
cotton.
change?
With higher demand, it will
Probably will. Yeah.
probably in time.
Yeah.
But as for now, cotton is still the highest demand.
Okay.
Just of the wide usage, of course.
But would it be priced the same as silk per se?
No, silk is much higher actually.
I'm sure, because you got to look at the worms.
But if you touch the fabric, it is silky soft.
It is silky
Yeah.
soft. That's what you pay for.
Yep.
Silky soft. So, all right. And in terms of bamboo technology, have you seen improvements over the years?
Well, in terms of actually bamboo fabric has widely known since 2001. Recently, I think about last year or 2 years ago, there's actually a study being done where the technology of making it more eco-friendly in terms of the process. But however, the study is still in progress, so it's not widely known yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you share anything when you talk about how the process can be more eco-friendly? What element would you know?
Basically, less chemical.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
that's the basic one.
still chemicals are being used right now. It's
Unfortunately, yes, it's not 100% eco-friendly, but we would say that it's more eco-friendly because of the sustainable resource, and it's easy to cut. You don't need a lot of detergent.
Right.
You don't need softener.
in the processing, would it be more eco-friendly than cotton, though? Do you think?
In the long run, yes, because the studies that's been going on is actually has been proven that it's more eco-friendly without the usage of chemicals.
And lesser water usage as well during the process.
You've been to a plant before there?
Just the farms, but yeah.
What are farms like?
Farms are pretty much just an area designated just for bamboo clothing usage.
But they are certified in terms of they don't. There's no pesticides.
Okay.
They don't use bamboo. They grow very fast, so
Right.
you don't actually require a lot of water
Which is
compared to
brilliant.
cotton. Yeah.
Are they panda bears there?
Now, not in the farms because the farms really they literally grow the bamboo just for
mainly
the fabric.
yeah.
It is a different kind of bamboo anyway.
Yes.
The one that Paul would eat. Okay. All right. So, what's next for you guys? I know there's Bamboo Day, which is a new discovery for me, September 18th.
Correct.
And we've had a Bamboo Day event here, right?
In Malaysia, yes.
And this is going to be the second time.
Yes.
How will you guys be participating in that?
Well, this year we're actually celebrating from 13th to 21st of September, starting with an event in UPM, University Putra Malaysia, and then we have one Mont Kiara in Kuala Lumpur. We have at Taman Bukit Jalil, where the bamboo tree planting will happen, and we also have at Petroscience KLCC. So that will range,
Well, we'll have a small talk on bamboo fabric.
Okay. What was the response like for last year?
It was quite receptive, and people were like, "Wow, there's actually a World Bamboo Day. There's such thing, you know." So everyone was like pretty amazed.
And last year was the first time ever that we celebrated in Malaysia.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that we celebrated for a whole week with many activities was
A part of the highlight,
Yeah.
and we actually won. They actually had a little competition last year.
Right.
Yeah, among 26 participants all over the world.
Okay.
And we actually won the most creative World Bamboo Day event. Yeah.
Serious? Okay. What were some other ideas though?
We had like little fun stuff like bamboo shoot eating competition. Yeah, I know people like eating bamboo shoot. Yeah.
And then and then guess the bamboo tea. Which one is the bamboo tea?
Yeah, then we had little cooking demonstration with bamboo.
Okay, now you guys won the award for most creative. Who was number 2? Who was number 3? What ideas did they have?
Oh, because they had different categories. They had the most creative, and they had the most people attending, and then they had a few more categories which you can't remember. So there was no first and second and third.
Right.
So it's just the most creative, and then the most people attended, and then something else. Yeah.
Okay, so there are many other possibilities that you can do with bamboo, like you're saying bamboo tea.
Yeah.
And things like that. So there is potential for the other uses of bamboo.
Plenty. Actually.
Really? Like what else?
It's from medicines, clothing, furniture, modern furniture,
Yeah.
handicrafts, of
not the
course,
old type.
Modern architecture.
musical instruments from electric guitar, violin,
Wow.
saxophone made from bamboo.
A saxophone?
Yes.
Okay.
We actually have a local bamboo saxophone maker in Sabah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna speak to this guy. So there are a lot of things, and I guess so. That's gonna be who initiate these events? Is it you guys?
Well, it's actually our father.
Oh, okay.
Because he actually has a foundation called
Right.
GIEF, it's a Global Innovation Entrepreneurship Foundation,
Uh-huh.
and he promotes bamboo
Overall.
overall. And we partner with MTIB, Malaysian
Okay.
Timber Industry Board, under the Ministry of Plantation
So it
Industries and
falls
Commodities.
under the timber
Yeah,
industry
so
board.
he gives the whole big picture, and he introduced World Bamboo Congress, World Bamboo Day, and all that.
But
So
this
it's-
World Bamboo Day, though, it wasn't started by him, was it?
No.
It's been happening for a few years
It
now.
started in 2009
Okay.
in World Bamboo Congress
Right.
in Thailand. Yeah, there's actually a lot of the World Bamboo Network.
Abbreviations,
Yeah.
So it's a fairly new thing, 2009.
Right.
They only started having
Yes.
this. Okay, September 18th is a World Bamboo Day, and they've got events lined up. So how can people find out more about this? They go to your website as well?
They go to our website, or you can go to World Bamboo Day Malaysia on Facebook, where
Okay.
we update regularly in terms of what's happening and what to expect in terms of the programs and the activities that we have. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you, sisters. On behalf of the sisters from Bliv Online, they're giving away 3 shawls, which is very multifunctional, from a shawl proper to a tudong kind
A
of thing,
vest,
vest,
yeah.
you name it. So they're giving away 3 of these shawls. Very simple. I know I haven't mentioned this, but what's your website address? The company is called Bliv Online. Yeah. So what's their website address?
Okay.
Send the answer with your full name to 0162019,000, 0162019,000. What's their website address? So the answer with your full name. Shazila Ghazi and Shahiza Ghazi from Bliv Online, open for business, BFM 89.9.